Why are Drake and Rick Ross beefing? In the world of hip-hop, beefs and feuds are nothing new. But when two of the biggest names in the game, Drake and Rick Ross, start throwing shade at each other, it's hard not to take notice. In this video, we'll be exploring the reasons behind their ongoing beef and what it means for the world of hip-hop. From diss tracks to social media feuds, we'll break down the history of their conflict and analyze the leading up to the current situation. So, if you're a fan of either artist or just curious about the latest drama in the rap world, keep watching to find out why Drake and Rick Ross are beefing. The latest is Drake taking to social media to share a screenshot of his chat with his mom, where he addressed Rick Ross's allegations. In response to his mom saying she heard he got a nose job, Drake wrote, "I would have got us a 2-for-1 deal if I went, Ma. It's coming from Rick Ross, the guy I did songs with. He's gone loopy off the Mounjaro, he hasn't eaten in days, and it's turned him angry and racist. He's performing at proms for money. It's bad. Don't worry, we'll handle it." Wow, that's a pretty strong response from Drake. It seems like he's not taking Rick Ross's claims lightly. In case you missed it, Rick Ross had claimed in his latest diss track that Drake had gotten a nose job and even took it a step further. On Monday night, April 15th, Rick Ross shared the comical cover art for his song Champagne Moments. The artwork features a black and white photo that originates from an old yearbook picture of a Caucasian man who bears a striking resemblance to Drake. This photo has been circulating among trolls for years, but now Rick Ross has cleverly incorporated it to add an extra punch to his diss track. The use of this controversial imagery and the bold accusations in Rick Ross's track have intensified the ongoing feud between the two artists. With everything that's happening, there is this question on everyone's mind. How did they get here? Drake and Rick Ross have a rich history of collaboration, with their musical relationship beginning around the dawn of the decade. After the release of Drake's critically acclaimed So Far Gone mixtape, the two artists started working together, creating an album's worth of songs. At one point, there were even rumors of a joint project in the works. However, their friendship hasn't always been smooth sailing. In 2015, Drake's feud with MMG artist Meek Mill caused a rift between Drake and Ross. Both artists exchanged subtle jabs at each other through their music during that time. Despite these challenges, it seems that Drake and Ross have managed to mend their relationship. In June 2019, Drake released the Ross collaboration, Money in the Grave, signaling a renewed partnership between the two artists. Ross returned the favor in July with the Drizzy-assisted Gold Roses off his upcoming album Port of Miami 2. Again in 2021, they partner on Drake's Lemon Pepper Freestyle, which debuted at number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100. This collaboration sparked rumors of a joint album between the two artists, with Rick Ross stating that there is serious consideration from both camps about teaming up for an album. This potential collaboration has been met with excitement from fans who believe that the two artists create magic when they come together. Everything seemed to be going smoothly up to this point, so what caused the sudden shift in their relationship? Nobody really knows, but it seems to all began with Rick Ross unfollowing Drake on Instagram and jumping on Future and Metro Boomin's album We Don't Trust You, an album which got Drake's attention. Then Drake released a diss track titled Pushups, in which the rapper appeared to take shots at peers including Rick Ross, The Weeknd, Future, and Kendrick Lamar. Drake's longtime rival with whom his feud has also recently intensified. But the track seems to hit Ross harder than others, dissing Ross's age and his ability to get a hit song with lyrics like, "Every song that made it on the chart he got from Drizzy." Amidst the frenzy of dissecting Push-Ups and decoding its hidden messages, Twitter became a battlefield of opinions, memes, and speculation. Drake's loyal fan base, known for their quick wit and dedication, fiercely defended their idol, while Rick Ross's supporters rallied behind the Miami rap mogul, equally passionate in their defense. Meanwhile, Instagram feeds were ablaze with screenshots of Rick Ross hitting the unfollow button on Drake's profile. The move was interpreted as a deliberate act of distancing himself from the Toronto rapper, adding fuel to the fire of their alleged feud. Comment sections erupted into chaos as fans speculated about the significance of this digital gesture and what it meant for their relationship. On YouTube, reaction videos flooded in, with content creators breaking down every line of Pushups and analyzing its potential targets. The comment sections of these videos turned into virtual battlegrounds, as fans engaged in heated debates, defending their favorite artists and hurling insults at their perceived rivals. Ross wasted no time in firing back at Drake with his own scathing diss track titled Champagne Moments. In this blistering response, Ross didn't hold back, unleashing a barrage of personal attacks aimed squarely at his adversary. The track opened with a menacing beat, setting the tone for the lyrical onslaught that was about to unfold. Ross wasted no time in addressing the rumors that had been swirling around Drake, accusing him of relying on ghostwriters to pen his verses. It was a direct hit to Drake's credibility as an artist and lyricist, striking at the core of his identity in the hip-hop community. But Ross didn't stop there. He went deeper into the personal realm, where he alleged that Drake had undergone cosmetic procedures, including a nose job. "You ain't never wanna be a anyway. That's why you had an operation to make your nose smaller than your father knows." It was a bold accusation, one that aimed to tarnish Drake's image and undermine his authenticity. You think he was done? No, he wasn't. Ross is not only questioning Drake's authenticity as an artist, but also invoking racial stereotypes and prejudices. "Always ran, another had to write your grooves. Flow is copy and paste. Wheezy gave you the juice," Ross raps. "Another white boy at the park wanna hang with the crew." The line, "always ran another had to write your grooves," suggests a lack of authenticity and originality on Drake's part, insinuating that he depends on others, possibly implying that he relies on black artists to write his music while not giving them due credit. Furthermore, the line, "another white boy at the park wanna hang with the crew," appears to be a reference to Drake's biracial identity, using racially charged language to question his place within the hip-hop community. This line can be interpreted as Ross dismissing Drake's authenticity or legitimacy within the genre, based on his racial background. In the intro of Champagne Moments, Ross dropped another bombshell, shedding light on another possible reason for the feud between him and Drake when he rapped, "I unfollowed you, 'cause you sent the cease and desist to French Montana. You sent the police hating on my dog project." He revealed that he unfollowed Drake on social media allegedly because of Drake's involvement in halting the release of French Montana's verse on Splash Brothers, a track featured on French's latest album, Mac and Cheese 5. This revelation added a new layer of complexity to the feud, suggesting that there were underlying issues and tensions between Drake and French Montana, which may have spilled over into Drake's relationship with Rick Ross. By name-dropping Birdman on the song, Ross hinted at a connection between Drake's actions and his relationship with the Cash Money founder, further fueling speculation about the motives behind Drake's alleged interference. As if that wasn't enough, Ross added insult to injury by sampling a clip of Drake himself, in which the Toronto rapper proclaimed Ross to be his favorite person to rap with on any song. It was a clever move, using Drake's own words against him and exposing what appeared to be a contradiction in his previous statements. Shortly after the release of Champagne Moments, Birdman publicly voiced his support for Drake amid the ongoing feud, aligning himself with the Toronto rapper in what appeared to be a show of solidarity. However, Ross wasted no time in firing back at the Cash Money co-founder. Looking at it from the beginning, it would seem Drake was the one that initialized the feud, but blaming Drake solely might be oversimplifying a complex situation. While Drake's diss track, Pushups, was undoubtedly a catalyst for the escalation, it's essential to consider the context leading up to it. The We Don't Trust You albums by Future and Metro Boomin, which reportedly contained shots at Drake, undoubtedly played a role in igniting tensions between Drake and Rick Ross. In such a competitive industry, artists often engage in subtle or not-so-subtle jabs at each other, either for artistic expression or to assert dominance in the rap game. Drake's response with Pushups was his way of addressing the perceived slights and defending his reputation within the hip-hop community. Whether his reaction was justified or not is subjective and depends on one's interpretation of the situation. In the end, we will all have to admit that there are more to this feud than we will ever know. It's unclear what will happen next, But as the tension continued to mount, industry insiders weighed in with their own theories, further stoking the flames of speculation. Some suggested that the feud was a calculated move to generate buzz and drive album sales and diss track sales, while others speculated about deeper-rooted personal conflicts between the two artists. If you've enjoyed the deep dive into the Drake and Rick Ross feud, I encourage you to show your appreciation by liking, sharing, and commenting on this video. Your feedback not only helps us improve, but also allows us to continue delivering the kind of content you love. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to stay updated on all the latest developments in the ongoing saga between Drake and Rick Ross. By subscribing, you'll ensure that you'll never miss out on any new updates, diss tracks, or surprises that may arise in this captivating feud. Thank you again for joining us on today's video, and we look forward to bringing you more videos as it is happening. Stay tuned.